I just want to thank you all for the support of my friend's daughter. She is now in the States and they've raised the money to support this trial for her. So Eleanor was a baby girl born and she didn't come easily to her mother. She had to have some assistance to make it happen. And then when her little miracle Eleanor came into the world, she was fine until she started noticing her, from what I remember, not eating and things like this. And she went to the doctors several times and the doctors said that, it's just stages. By the time Eleanor was diagnosed, she was stage 4 cancer. Now, this isn't, or phase 4, it isn't a blame on the doctors, but what I'm saying, in the reality, life isn't, it doesn't work out perfectly and things happen. So the cancer that Eleanor had, she went in, they had to, place their house that they had mortgaged as a young couple into rent so they could pay for their mortgage. They both quit their jobs, so there's no income coming in. And they went to Melbourne Hospital for Children's Hospital and started Eleanor's treatment. And Eleanor, over the time, from what I understand from listening and hearing, has lost hearing and a kidney and so much more. And she eventually went into remission. They nearly lost her, I think, a few times during that protocol. And then just after her 3rd birthday, they found out the cancer had returned in her brain. So they had to go back to the hospital, remortgage the house just after they'd moved back in from living in the in-laws for a couple of months, etc. Their life is just topsy-turvy. And so they went through these next procedures and finally got to the end of that, and then had to raise money and get visas to confirm that they were allowed to be in the States. So no matter how hard this family tried, they were going against all odds, including continually for their future as well, with no work and fighting to keep themselves alive and money coming in for their daughter to try and find a trial and treatment. Eventually, she got through this trial, this treatment, and was approved to go on the trial, got the visas. Thankfully for you all, they have raised enough money to support this opportunity to be for the trial, and any money that isn't utilized, they're going to send it to foundations that can help children like Eleanor. And they are now in the States. She has something in her head to take on the medication in the trial, but the first time they tried it, which is meant to be a normal, easy procedure, it didn't go in well. I think it's called a stint, and has now had to do a new one. And so now they're in the States with a new little member, George, her brother, and the family, and they're not working still, and they're living day to day hoping that Eleanor is going to survive. Now, all of this wouldn't have been possible without your support, and the outcome is unknown. But the outcome at the end of the day is, even if Eleanor survives, this family has gone through so much that, financially it'll be troubling to raise a job, to have jobs afterwards will be hard, getting back into career. And also, Eleanor's life will not be the same with lack of hearing, kidneys, and other issues that come after cancer. Even though we are doing all we can, the life of this beautiful family is truly suffering. And at the same time, what I'm grateful for is everyone who jumped on board and helped. I wish I had the money. I wish that I could give them $300,000. I mean, I don't even have the money to buy a car or a house or even have a mortgage. But if I can't have the money, I will do everything I can to help build awareness for Eleanor and my best friend Jacqui and their family, George and husband Robert. We have to do what we can with whom we are. We have to find the possibilities in the impossibilities. It's not about what we can't do, it's about what we can do. And I'm so grateful for this world. Everyone says that social media isn't real and that you can't help people and you can't change things. But, we got, as a community in this world, we got them there to have the trial, to potentially prolong Eleanor's life, or maybe have a long, healthy life, who knows. But we got the family there so they can have the chance to try. Social media is real and it's impactful, but it's the way we use it is the problem. So we've got to use it to help each other, to raise each other up, to lift each other up, to bring awareness, to bring it through kindness, to bring it through possibilities and not problems. We have to understand we all make a difference. If we can't put $1 in, then sharing content that someone needs help will make a huge difference. So I want to thank you for making a difference. I want to thank you for just knowing that you are alive in this world and you have a voice and you have an opportunity to help others. And it might not be the way the world says you're helping, but anything we do, whether it's voice or it's share or it's like or it's kindness, makes a difference. Social media makes a huge difference when we treat it with kindness and respect. It's just as powerful as the real world. This social media didn't exist, many years ago. So how they would have raised the 300,000, I do not know. How we say that it's not real, I do not know. It is truly real. We are supporting or hurting each other by the way we interact here. So let's keep helping people like Eleanor and her family. Jacqui has been a long-term friend. I have been with school with her since kindergarten. And I went right through to year 12 with her. She studied sports science, and I think her husband also did, and they were school teachers, and then her husband went to be a firey. And Jacqui was a teacher part-time when she had kids, and we also used to run together. We've had a friendship that lasts a lifetime, and we're both now 35, and I was at her wedding. It's truly heartbreaking to grow up and see this side of the world, the cruelty, the unknown that happens to us as people. But it's truly beautiful to never meet any of you, and so many of you guys, and you help and you make a difference. So I just wanted to make this video to say thank you. You guys are amazing and I'm so grateful. Namaste.